Hello Formula 1 and IndyCar fans, welcome to Formula Pun Racer. As you may have noticed from the intro of this video, that this is another solemn one I make in honor of three important people in the world of IndyCar and Formula 1 racing. First off, we pay homage to a three-time Indy 500 winner and a former Pikes Peak champion, as well as a former IndyCar commentator when he was on ABC Sports, Bobby Unser, the first Unser in the family to win it, and he did it three times in 1968, 1975, and 1981. Unfortunately, I can't say I have any models of Bobby Unser's winning cars, so why I have this particular pace car here from the 1989 Indy 500, well, he drove at the start of the race and then joined Paul Page and Sam Posey in the booth. So that's what I've got when it comes to Bobby Unser. He was the third oldest of the four Unser brothers. His oldest brother, Jerry Unser, or Jeremy Unser, was the first Unser to contest the Indy 500 in 1958. Unfortunately, his race ended in the first lap while his car vaulting over the wall in turn 3. He was okay, but unfortunately in the melee, fellow driver Pat O'Connor was killed in that race. As for Jerry Unser, fate would be a lot less kind to him the following year as he was killed in a practice crash at the Indy Speedway. His second oldest brother, Louis Unser, never got the chance to race Indy cars as he was eventually diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. So what did he do? With what little info I could find on Louis Unser, he would build racing engines, and sadly, he succumbed to the multiple sclerosis in 2004. Bobby Unser, well, as I just said, won 3 Indy 500 victories, and his younger brother, Al Unser Sr., would win it 4 times in 1970, 71, 78, and 87, which made Al Unser Sr. the oldest winner at the age of 47. Then Al's son, Al Unser Jr., as most of you would probably know, won it 2 times. In 1982 in the closest finish in Indy history against Scott Goodyear, and then in 1994. So basically, the Unser family has won 9 Indy 500s between the 3 of them. Isn't that amazing to think about? The winningest family in Indy 500 history. Also, on May 23rd, the former president of the FIA, which commissions the World Rally Championship and Formula 1, Max Mosley, who was president of the FIA from 1993 to 2009, had passed away at the age of 81 to cancer. He was also one of the co-owners of the defunct car chassis company March, which used to make F1 and IndyCar chassis and had their share of plenty of victories in both fields, as well as smaller classes like Formula 2, I believe, or in Formula 3. And my third salute is to Andre Ribeiro of Brazil, who only raced in the Indy 500 once in 1995. He finished 18th. And that's what you see here, a car that he would drive. Well, not quite the paint scheme that I remember, but it was custom ordered if you must know. Andre Ribeiro is best known for giving Honda its first IndyCar victory, which he did at Loudon, New Hampshire in 1995. He would win 2 more IndyCar races in his career. The first would be in 1996 in Rio, to the delight of the fans who would throw their hats so high up in the air for him. And then later that year in Michigan at the Michigan 500, which unfortunately by the same token turned out to be his fellow countryman Emerson Fittipaldi's final race, as he suffered a near-fatal accident in the race, practically ending his career, but he survived and is now retired. And who replaced Emerson Fittipaldi in that crash when he was driving for Hogan Racing? Later it would be Denmark's Jan Magnussen, and now his son Kevin Magnussen has expressed interest in doing Indy cars in the future. Well, let's see if that happens. Unfortunately, as for Andre Ribeiro, after a dismal year with Penske in 1998, he retired and went on to be a businessman in Brazil. As for when the team he drove his victories in 95 and 6, it was with the now defunct team Tasman, run by Steve Horn, and that's where this team is from, if you're wondering about that. He died on May 23rd from colorectal cancer. Yeah, sad, isn't it? And I only found out, like, in the middle of Indy qualifying. I had no idea he left. And as for Bobby, well, he passed on May 2nd, which is the same day 2 years before my great-aunt Betty, who loved NASCAR racing, passed away. It is unfortunate. So, once again, let us pause for a moment of silence to honor Uncle Bobby, as they would say, aka Bobby Unser, Max Mosley of FIA, and Andre Ribeiro of Brazil. Gone, but never forgotten. Max, Bobby, Andre, we miss you, and hopefully my next video will be a lot more humorous. Take care, everyone. See you in the next video. I'm Aaron Cylinder, firing on all cylinders.